Hey guys, it's Ultra Lucario, and today I'm going to be doing another video, and this video is why Breloom is the best Pokemon that you can get early game in all of Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So, let's get into the basics. Breloom is a grass fighting type, able to be found earliest from what I can remember, in Petalburg Woods, and it evolves from Shroomish at, I can't remember what level, but evolves into Breloom. So it's just a Shroomish to Breloom. I think it's around level 28, maybe 30, somewhere around there. So you can have it before you even face, you can have it for Norman, I think. If you're one of those people who train their Pokemon so that they're over leveled for the next gym, then definitely you'll have your Breloom before Norman. Unless you go crazy, you might have it before Flannery. So let's see. So I used one in my most recent playthrough of, or no, my second most recent playthrough of Pokemon Omega Ruby. And, sorry guys. So I used it in my most recent playthrough of Oraz. And it was like one of the stars of my team. And when I get a team in Oraz, I tend to stick to a team that is similar to my first run. So my first run I had a Swampert, but I use Blaziken much more now. So first run I used Swampert, but I think Blaziken is superior for myself and how I like to play Pokemon games. So I normally use that. And just so I have another grass type, that is like, Breloom for me is the rival to Sceptile. It's as if I had Sceptile on my team as well, but just not Sceptile. So, also I want to say Happy Thanksgiving to everyone as well, because today is Thanksgiving. So, yeah. Here, I'll be able to do a little bit deeper research. I gotta just find my phone for you guys. So, Breloom is able to be found so early, and it's nice for Roxanne because you have that fighting type versus rock type advantage, which is a nice one to have early, because if you run Blaziken like I do, and you don't have a Combustion by then, by Roxanne, which I normally don't, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose. And there's no point in taking Swampert because it's a water ground type. Whenever I play, I have many teams that I can have this, but not as the same Pokemon. I can have Blaziken as my actual starter. I can have Sceptile. I can have Swampert. And then I can have 3 other Pokemon. I can literally have all 3 starters without having to even have all 3 starters. I have Pokemon that are substitutes. No, not as good. Maybe as good. But they are still very, 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 very good Pokemon to compete with it. So I'm actually going to quickly turn on my 3DS and tell you all about my Breloom. So I've got should be around level 50 Breloom. I think it's around 50. I'm 100% sure I have one in Alpha Sapphire. So, I never named it because I didn't give it a name at first because I couldn't think of one. Then I was going to go back and give it one, but I just haven't remembered to do so. So let's see. Let me get the charger because this 3DS is dying and dying quickly. Okay. So that one I completed the entire thing, but I restarted Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so I haven't done everything. Like, I haven't completed, whatchamacallit, the Delta episode yet. Actually, I think I recently just did. So I have a level 51 Breloom with Mega Drain, Dynamic Punch, Sky Uppercut, and Leech Seed. But I also, so right now the team I'm using right now is a Manectric, Blaziken, Sableye, Breloom, Glade, and Kyogre. But I can't remember what the other Pokemon that would normally be on my team is, like, instead of Kyogre. I'm pretty sure I actually ran a 5 Pokemon team. If I didn't have Kyogre and didn't feel like using Kyogre. So, yeah. But I will check real quick for you guys. Okay, let's run into this Pokemon Center. So I think I actually have a couple of Pokemon I could switch. Let's see. I have, I have this Heracross I picked up recently, which could replace it sometimes, but it is low level. But it's Mega Evolution's a beast. Then normally I'd run Latios. But that's really it. And the Pokemon's just so good. Its typing is amazing for this region. And if you have it throughout your entire playthrough, there's 2 gym leaders that I can think of that it'd easily get beat by. So it beats Roxanne, fighting for Brawly. It doesn't really do anything to Watson. It's fine against it's weak to Flannery. Amazing against Norman. Winona, it doesn't really do that well because it's weak to Winona. It's weak to Winona, Flannery, and Lee's and Tate. And then it's good against Roxanne, Wallace, Norman, and decent against Brawly. But the big one is Wallace, because Wallace is actually a pretty tough cookie. It's one tough cookie, and I'm not going to lie. So then there's, Norman is tough as well, actually. Norman is probably the hardest gym leader out of all of them, in my opinion. Because that Retaliate, the Pokemon he has with Retaliate, because I easily destroyed the Slacking that he had, and then the Pokemon that came in with Retaliate just shredded everything that I threw at it. I could not do anything to save my life to stop that Pokemon. So I used that, and that was the only thing that could stop it. That's the only, seriously, the only thing on my team that had any sort of, was able to give it any run for its money. And Roxanne is easy when you have a starter that beats her. But I know, she's weak to the fighting type. That's why we get the Breloom. And she's weak to the grass type, too. So she's weak to the other part of Shroomish / Breloom. But you can't get your, whatchamacallit, your starter, if you're doing a regular playthrough with not ultra leveling everything, you're not going to have a Pokemon that high level yet. Or you're not going to have a Breloom. You're going to have your starter not that high level. It's only going to be like level 10 unless you power level. Which I sometimes do, sometimes don't. Depends on the game. Which Alola I power level for sure. Especially if it's the Ultra games. If it's the regular games, I power level a little bit. Because Mallow's Trial is a tough one. Or is annoying. The Lurantis is annoying as hell. Kiawe's easy. It's really only her trial that I hate. Mallow's. So yeah, I'm going to end the video. But I'm going to also say this. So Breloom is so underrated. And Breloom is the most underrated Pokemon of... I almost want to say all time. I almost can say all time. I think I'm going to say all time. Breloom's the most underrated Pokemon of the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire games. I wouldn't say of all time because there's some rivals for that. Ooh, maybe I can make a video on that. Hint, hint. So, yeah. I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe. Also, Breloom isn't even that bad and competitive as well. So, yeah. And remember, it's not Mega Lucario. It's Ultra. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.